Hey there, Ulti Zeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. In the last episode, we got health, we got ice. Ratchet's gonna freeze to death if he doesn't put on a coat. Okay, welcome to this place. So one thing I should probably just say, because I realized I kind of didn't bring it up, is I got shown a video clip very briefly earlier on in the middle of this playthrough, which indicated to me that there was going to be a health upgrade in this game of some kind. I didn't realize it was going to be all at once, more or less, but I did know that there was at some point going to be a point where you got more than 4 hit points. Which is partially why, throughout the rest of the episodes, I was kind of like alluding to the idea of, you know, it would be more helpful to have more health, sort of thing. Because I was just kind of expecting to get like Zelda heart containers or something like that, you know? At some point. But like, if you think of it from the perspective of, you know, Spyro the Dragon, you never have more than 4 hit points throughout that game, so it would be kind of random and weird. What is going on here? I got a skill point, okay. They do eventually stop, and I guess the skill point is kill all of them. I thought it was just like a they don't stop ever. Is this like a moving wall jump situation? I think so. Hooray! A Golt. But yeah, I wasn't too fussed about, like, learning the knowledge that I did. Because, like I said, I've seen all the Ratchet games before. And by all of them, I mean the first 3 of them I've seen before. It's been a long time. This is still somewhat blind-ish. But I would really consider this just more of like a, this is my first playthrough, rather than like a, I don't know anything about this game and never have. And now I'm dead, even though I had 4 health. I blame the little monsters, but I don't need to fight them anymore. Well, I need to fight this one. Okay. I need to get back into the mindset of use your guns. Fucking... Okay. You know, I wonder if there's like a gun ammo upgrade. No, just like a general upgrade that like doubles the amount of ammo you can hold or something like that. That'd be neat. I don't know if it exists. That one is just me completely guessing. You know why this is like this, though? Because the game just introduced strafing to me. That's why it's introducing all these enemies. How do I do that again? What's the button combination? No, that's swaps. It was double tapping something, wasn't it? There we go. The last button I press. Conveniently, it also functions as an automatic hover. If you need it. Okay. Okay, there's nothing here. I was like, they're totally going to involve an enemy here, aren't they? And they did not. Oh, you... Huh, okay. Oh, this is where it goes in. Here's where it comes out. Look, forgive me. Been a little bit. Man, going under the water is so blue. Okay, so why do I want to do that? It raises this platform. That's why I wanted to do that. I guess I'm filling up the water. I'm filling up the room with water. Okay. This, so far, might be the most interesting thing that this has been involved in. And it's mostly still just look around the room for things, but... Oh, hello. Well, that seems rather obvious to me. Since we have an O2 mask, we don't need to worry about air in the water. So really the only question is, do I need to raise the water one more time? Seems like I need to raise the water one more time. Now, the only question will be, now, do I have to raise the water one more time? I think so, because I see a thing over there. I don't know. Please don't hit your head on the ceiling. The gold bolt is at least an interesting part of the puzzle here, but other than that, it's mostly just go in the direction of the things. And otherwise, this is kind of slow. This game, surprise, surprise, is not a perfect video game. Who could have guessed? Blue. I mean, even if I didn't have the O2 mask, this would not be that hard. Yay! Oh, speaking of gold bolts, I accidentally found out what I'm supposed to do with that other one that was confusing me. So I tried to ask Dorby, Frodo, tried to ask them, hey, don't tell me the answer to this puzzle, but do tell me if I have to come back later or if I can do this now. And Dorby read that, misread it, and went, oh, here's how you solve the puzzle. So I was like, oh, that is not what my question was. But yes, I now know what I need to do. And it's basically exactly what I was talking about in the middle of the... I was saying, like, oh, you know, I wish I had, like, Banjo-Tooie Clockwork Egg so I could just, like, shoot something up there and just see what's up there. Apparently, that's actually the solution, more or less. Because... And I probably would have figured it out as soon as I bought the weapon. Remember the weapon that, like... There's a weapon that's, like... a homing missile launcher thing that... Apparently you can control it, and so, like... The moment I saw that and got that... Because, like, that was also the weapon that I have my eyes on. Right now it costs about 10,000, so I can't afford it right now. But, like... That's the weapon I had my eye on. Is this like the way to go? This might be like the final area point of this map, so I guess this might be like a side area. I don't know, I didn't go this area. But yeah, I would have figured that out basically immediately, because like, it's literally something I talked about while trying to be like, I want to be able to solve this puzzle this way. And so the moment I got that weapon, which was the weapon I was looking for, I was looking at and considering, then I would have been like, oh, okay. I can do this. So, I'm not like... And even then, again, I've seen this entire game before. It's not like it's really that much of a spoiler, and I don't feel slighted. If anything, I just feel amused that I literally asked Dorby exactly for one specific thing, and they just misread to give me the exact opposite of what I asked for, essentially. Always make sure you're fully awake before you answer questions, is the motto of the story. Don't be a sleepyhead. Don't be a Dorby. Anyways, now that I'm done roasting my friend, something that they won't see for, I don't know, 5 months? 6 months? I'm recording this in February. I don't know when this is going to go out, but right now, I'm guessing around June, July. Hi.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness. Aren't you just a little angel?
Actually, I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah? Looks aren't everything.
You be nice. I think I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
Okay.
There you go, sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through...
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
Let's see, swim against currents. Okay, there's one current that I remember seeing in this game, and it was at the very beginning of the game. But that's good to know. Okay, so that was all a side little venture. I did not go in that box. Edwina is her name, apparently. Yeah, Clank gets the ladies. Okay. Well, I've now been to the box. I'm going to continue ignoring that little thing telling me about bolts. Even though I need to get bolts, I don't care about the metal detector. It's such a thing that I do not care about. Is the vibe that I have. Like, I like getting bolts on the way, but like equipping a specific thing and then just wandering around aimlessly following a weird thing and doing that basically anywhere, just does not elicit I want to do this vibes. Ah! Okay, so I couldn't lock onto that guy from the ground for some reason. Not the end of the world, it's just a little confusing to me. I mean, I've got the health to deal with situations like this right now. Although I'd still prefer more. Okay. Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like it. I do have a feeling I'm gonna die, though, because I'm low on health. Just gonna be realistic, you know? I'm gonna try not to die. Hello. Sorry, just getting button confusion. That was not how I expected to die, honestly, but it put me right here, so I guess I can't complain. Is there something I'm missing about, like, this segment? These bits of mines? Or what? I don't know. They just kind of stop at some random points. I don't know, I get beat up a whole bunch, and then it's over. In case you haven't noticed, I did learn pretty early on that this does double damage. So, it's good to do those swipes if you can. Okay. Well. I missed. So this is not proximity based. That's what my thought was. Like, if you get close to it, it stops spitting things out. No, it just stops at a random point. I don't know. Maybe it's destroy enough of the blocks. And by blocks, I mean spiky balls. Hello. Okay. Feels like a very precarious jump, but that might just be like due to level geometry. Rather than like it actually being hard, you know? Where it's like, oh no, like it's actually pretty like generous, but like the model makes it look a little bit more awkward. That sort of thing. Finally, I'm doing what the game wanted me to do all along. I can't deny, it is pretty helpful. Okay. No, it stops, and I'll take it. Okay. There's one over there, but I didn't bother with it, so I'm not going to bother with it, because it's just going to hurt me, probably. Alright, almost done with this. Cutscene.
We are too late. The ship is leaving.
Hang on. There's an old defense turret over there. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it.
Alright. Alright. Attack! So we are, like, trying to destroy parts of this thing. It's a shame that these guys don't drop any bolts for me. I don't have any, like, health or anything, so I don't know if, like, I'm losing out by, like, getting hit, you know? And then everybody died. Hi.
Men, you are about to embark on a very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet. Actually, that doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are simple. Destroy anything that moves. Steal the power generators from Gorda City. Then destroy anything that doesn't move. Oh, and don't forget, have fun.
We must get to the moon base and stop Drek.
No! We have to get to the moon base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
But Drek is going to destroy that city. We must get to the base.
That's what I said!
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
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 They'll make up eventually. It's an interesting, like... It's interesting to think about these two, in this sense. Because, like, it feels pretty obvious that Ratchet, like, despite, like, some of his jock-like and selfish tendencies, he is a good guy. And he does care. He just doesn't like to let on about it. But there's an interesting element to, like, his arguments with Ratchet and his vindictiveness against Quark. Definitely part of it is a lot of it being stubborn. But I think there's also, like, just something interesting to be said about, like... Obviously, the two characters need to make up in the end. And I do know that Ratchet's behavior does improve. But what I don't exactly remember is whether Clank makes up or not. Because, like, I feel like there is, to an extent, a sense of... What did I do here? 2 of 2. Cool, we're done. What places have I not done? I can do this one as soon as I buy a thing. I'm missing something here in Quark's HQ, so that's fun. I'm missing something here. I know which one of this one is, and I might be able to do it now that I have the O2 mask. I don't remember this place at all. Okay, and that's the city. And I'm missing a bunch in the very beginning. You know what? I might go ahead and go here instead to fill out the rest of this episode, trying to explore. Get some of these earlier areas a little bit more cleaned up, you know? Because I feel like I've got mostly everything I need. Other than a couple weapons, but like... I've got a lot of the tools and upgrades now. So with that in mind, I think I'm good to like start trying to clean up some of these earlier areas of their gold bolts. But yeah, as I was saying, like, Ratchet obviously is like... He needs to get his head out of his ass and like stop being so like stubborn. I already got a gold bolt that way, so I don't think that's going to be a gold bolt that way. So Ratchet basically just needs to get his head out of his ass and it's like start thinking about the bigger picture and stop being as selfish. And on some level he is, but he's just like being a jock and having to work his way past that. And that's fine. It's his character. It's his character arc. He's allowed to have a character arc. With Clank, though, Clank is an interesting case, because Clank is always kind of, you know, he's had his head on his shoulders, he knows what he's trying to do. Like, nothing Clank has said has been necessarily wrong. The key thing about with Clank is, at least the problem between the two of them as people, is that Clank is that not R1? Do you need to be under the water? Yes, okay, you need to be under the water. Got it. With Clank, it's less, at least as far as the friendship is concerned, it's less necessarily, was Clank right to do things? There's nothing over here? Huh. I was sure there was going to be a thing over that way. I can't think of another current in this game. It's not like I can do anything underwater, so I can't, like, blow a rock up or something like that. Can I climb the waterfall? Can't get on the rocks. Do I get on these rocks? No. There's a platform over here, though. So I think the thing that I'm missing is just I need a platform. I need to explore a different way to get over there. Because pretty certain that platform is where I'm trying to get to. It's just not down the... It's not down that particular route. But yeah, with Clank, I think the key thing with him is, like, the actual problem that Ratchet has is less that Clank was naive, because we've seen Clank be naive and Ratchet was, like, kind of joking about it or whatever. It's not that Clank got them trapped or whatever. There's definitely an argument in terms of, like, he doesn't like Quark and whatnot. But, like, the big problem is more so that Ratchet was not trusting the situation that they were in. Ratchet was like, something's fishy about this. And Clank wasn't listening. I think when it comes down to, like, what the issue with the two characters are, it's not that Clank made a mistake or was naive. It's that Clank didn't trust Ratchet. And that's why Ratchet is annoyed with him so especially much. Is there like a slingshot over this way? No. I don't even know if there's anything over there. It just feels like there should be, you know? I guess I do have, like... Oh, there's a current over this way. There's a current pushing me back this way as well. So I haven't been over here. At least potentially. Yeah, this place is completely off the map. But yeah, I think that if there's going to be reconciliation between the two, the key things between the two is Ratchet needs to admit that he's being stubborn and stupid, and that he does care. And Clank needs to apologize for not trusting Ratchet. That's like the big mentality going on. And I don't remember whether or not Clank does. I know Ratchet does. I know Ratchet gets better about himself. But I don't remember what happens with Clank. So, as far as the story is concerned there, I am curious. Alright, so this is definitely where I'm supposed to go now that I have this, like, thing. I went basically the wrong way. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Hit the box, thank you. Okay. Spooky things on the ceiling. Alright, I see a gold bolt over there. That's one of the things I'm looking for. I wonder if they're both gonna be over here, though. Because if there isn't if there isn't two over here, then I need to find another one somewhere else in this map. Oh, that's backwards? Okay. That's backwards. Oh. There's nothing else over here. I see. Interesting. And this way drops me... yeah, okay. Okay. This was a short little area. Didn't have much going on for it. What'd I just do? Got like backflippy ideas. Okay, apparently that's something I can do. I guess the question is, was there anything else from this area that I remembered not being able to do? You can't go over there. Because there's no way that that was not good enough to grab the ledge, at least. But I'm still missing a gold bolt. There's 3 in this place. Doesn't tell me here, but... I'm still missing a gold bolt. Where? Well, this area was underwater originally, and I did not have any inclination to explore it up here near the start, because I didn't have any O2 mask. I was just kind of wandering around. So if there's gonna be a gold bolt elsewhere, it's probably gonna be here, right? Oh, but no, the gold bolt was here, is the thing. This is where it was, right here, in this little cave. Would they have two gold bolts right next to each other like that? Maybe the other gold bolt is in, like, the other area, then. This doesn't seem like it actually has anything, then, because, yeah, this is where the other gold bolt was. And I guess the fallacy there is, like, assuming that two gold bolts can't be right next to each other. Oh! Hello. Hello! Okay, it was right here all along. Because I did not know you could wall jump in this game. At this point in time. Understandable. Have a nice day. Gold bolt acquired. Thank you very much. I was just coming here, I was like, you know, this seems kind of wall jumpable. Let's just test that out real quick. And sure enough. Okay. Coolest of beans. Alright. That is Novalis done. So we couldn't have come back. We had to come back here anyway because of the... At this point, because of where we are in time.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
We got enough for this, and I know I need it eventually, so... Yes. Since I'm going back to get other things now, this will just help me get the gold bolt. That I'm missing. Alright, 3 of 3, we're done. Alrighty, 4 of 4, we're done. Kerwan, 1 of 3. Let's go see what this one's gonna be. Okay, the first place I want to check on in this area... I remember there were a couple things that confused me, and now I've got a little more aerial mobility. Because this was like the only like weird and suspicious area of this map, right? You could come up here. Once you got the high jump, you could come over here, and there's just like nothing. There's nothing you do over here. Not even any remotely reward. So I'm like, what is over here that you can do now? And now I have like a hover. Over here is where I want to like look into more. There's nothing in the wall. Do I want to like destroy a car or something? Could be a car. I mean, I can destroy these cars. We found that out at the other place. It would be one thing if, like, I saw something at a distance, but all these other random-ass buildings don't seem to indicate much. Okay. I couldn't tell how deep that was, so my thought was, can I wall jump this? The answer was no, I couldn't. Alright, well, that was my only other idea. So now I guess I just scour and explore until I see something else. I never found a gold bolt on this section. And usually they are, like, slightly related to sections, sort of. So it's possible that there might be a gold bolt over here. I don't know if that logic completely checks out. Ooh. There's breakable boxes over there. That's standable ground. How do I get over there? Okay, I'm back at the top. You can see the box is just barely over there. Aha! The boxes of Standitude. With all this geometry in the level, it's just like... There's so many buildings, but I don't know which ones I can, like, interact with. The answer seems to be mostly none of them. But then I see these boxes and I'm just like... Oh, I can stand there, because those are boxes. Alright. Now, that's not necessarily something I had to come back for. I just needed the hover pack, I think, for that. But, still, never know. Didn't know. So far, like, my sort of, like, philosophy of, like, if I can't... I think, basically, based on that level and the other level, I think if I know that I'm missing, like, one gold bolt, go to a section that I didn't get a gold bolt in. Because, like, if you think about the gold bolts in this map, like, there were 3, and there was the one under here in the hole, and there was one in the second half by the trains over there. And so, like, the only other area that I, like, significant, like, dedicated area that I didn't do anything with was over here. And sure enough, it was right in that building. And, like, in Torbruck Crater, like, there was a gold bolt hidden down this way in the river. Then there was the one in... Well, I don't know which one it was, but the water area, which I think was this. So there was the one in the water area, in the little alcove. And then the last one that I didn't have was one over here, in this section. So, like, if this is, like, one big section and that's one section, then this is another section, and that's where that's where it was. And so I think that's kind of, like, just the mentality I need to go into with those. Alright. So with that, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and next time on Let's Play Ratchet and Clank, I will be going for more gold bolts. So I'll probably cut... Well, not cut, necessarily. I'll just start the episode when I find the next gold bolt that I'm missing, which will be in Eudora, I guess. Whatever this place was. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Eudora, and I'll find the gold bolt, and I'll start the episode there. See you guys then!